Hong Kong Direct is your weekly insight to the best of Hong Kong racing as we build into the final two group races of the 2019-20 season, and with 8 meetings remaining, with the finale coming up at Happy Valley on Wednesday, July the 15th. Here's what's coming up on the show this week. We've got Karis Teetan, the Mauritian magician, in the studio with us this week as our special guest, off the back of 4 victories at Sha Tin last Sunday, and Southern legend looking to do battle once again for Casper Founds and Vincent Ho in the final group race of the season, the Premier Plate over 1,800 metres. I'm Tom Wood. Thanks for joining us here on Hong Kong Direct. Our special guest is Karis Teetan in the studio. Karis, thanks for coming in. Let's quickly catch up on what happened at Sha Tin last Sunday with a magnificent 90 minutes for you with 4 wins all in succession.
Yeah, hi Tom. Good to be here. Yeah, last weekend was a fantastic day for me. Of course, having 4 winners in a row, it was fantastic. We don't always expect those days, but you know, I take it as it comes, and pretty happy about it.
The 2019-20 season has been some season for you, not only professionally as a jockey, but personally as well. Some great moments. I guess what stands out has been the number one moment for you for the season?
Yeah, of course, it's been a big year, big season for me. Of course, winning the IJC, that was something very special. And also, you know, as like you say, personal, I think, you know, getting married this year also, that was big for me. So far, you know, it's been a great year, it's been a great season, so I'm really looking forward for the future now. You
touched on the IJC at Happy Valley back in December over the international week. Jockeys like White, Purton, Moreira, competing against jockeys like Moore and whatnot, jockeys that have lifted that trophy in the past. How special was that?
Yes, that was you know, something very special. I think, you know, for all the jockeys in Hong Kong, especially young guys like us, you know, starting in Hong Kong, when we first come here, it's one of the things that we look at to just compete in there one day. But I was very lucky to be able to compete in 3 competitions, and to be able to win the last one. That was something very special, just to be standing on a podium with all the world best jockeys, and like you say, in the past has been some really good jockeys from Hong Kong has lifted the trophy, so I was very happy to do it once.
Going into the IJC, what were the confidence levels like, or the nerve levels like, because everybody seemed to pick out that you had a strong book of rides across the 4 legs?
Yeah, of course, you know, you have to be lucky in the draw and get some nice horses fall into your name, and you know, I was pretty lucky to be able to pick up some nice rides, and you know, of course, you could have nice rides, but you must also perform good. So I did have a bit of nerve going into it, because of course, you know, there was like the world watching you into that race. So I really wanted to do well, but you know, touch wood that everything went well, and I had a winner in a few places, and you know, of course, the title came to me.
You're only 3 wins away from a personal milestone here in Hong Kong of your best ever haul, 84 so far. You're sitting on 81. What does it mean to be on that type of number, a number that you've been able to improve each and every year?
Yeah, it's been difficult. It's taken a lot of hard work, a lot of learning. So I'm pretty happy with the number at the moment. I know it's close to my personal best in Hong Kong, but I'm not really thinking about it. I just go out and ride as many winners as I can, and I just want to improve all the time, and that's what I'm here for.
You've had winners right through the season through a variety of different stables. How important is that to spread yourself around in such a cutthroat environment here in Hong Kong?
Yeah, of course, I think it's very important for a jockey here to ride for everybody. I think, you know, you can pick up many rides everywhere, especially, you know, the lightweight jockeys. You're very lucky to, if one of the jockey cannot make the weight, or a horse go up class, so very lucky to be able to pick up some nice horses on the way. So, you know, I'm very happy here in Hong Kong. I ride for most of the trainers, and you know, just really appreciate all their support.
Speaking of one particular trainer, Tony Cruz, about a quarter of your wins this season have come through Tony Cruz. What gives you the confidence aboard his runners going into race days?
Well, you know, of course, we have a good connection together. We've done very well, me and Tony. since last season, and we took it on again this season. Things has gone so very well so far. I just enjoy riding for him, and he gave me the trust. He gave me the rides, and you just listen to what he wants. He was a legend in Hong Kong. He know how the race run here, what to do. So I must say I've learned a lot since I've been riding for him. So I really hope this relationship just keeps going into the coming season.
You're a surefire thing to run third in the championship this year, but looking forward to next year, do you think you can bridge the gap between Joe Moreira and Zach Purton?
I'm definitely learning and getting better in Hong Kong. Of course, getting some nicer horses to ride now. Of course, you have to respect Joe and Zach. They are very good jockeys, but it's not easy when they are around. They always get a lot of good rides, but they deserve it because they are very good jockeys. So, it's of course in my mind that I want to, of course, improve myself. I want to step forward, and I definitely want in the coming season to of course having a challenge with them. Of course, I will have to put more work, and of course, the more winners you ride, the more chance you will get.
More with Karis shortly as we build into the final few thrusts of the season here in Hong Kong. The public voting is open for the most popular horse. And a horse that was featured there, Karis, was Mr. Stunning, a horse that you've had a great association with here in Hong Kong, a couple of Group 1 wins. And what a way it was for Mr. Stunning to retire this year with that Group 1 win in the Chairman's Sprint Prize.
Yes, that was brilliant. I think he deserved that last win, and also he deserved this happy retirement. He's done so well in Hong Kong. He was a little champion, and he deserved to be in the most popular horse challenge.
What did he do for your career here in Hong Kong, Karis, Mr. Stunning, and what made him such a good horse?
Well, I remember from the start when he did his first trial, I just knew he was something special. He just gave you that feel, and I don't think he's disappointed anybody, because every time he's gone to races, he's improved, and he's sort of improved himself into a better horse and taking himself into big races. And I think, for me, what he's done, of course, giving me the first international Group 1, sort of, made me open my eyes more, make me more hungry for Group 1 races. So he's always been a close horse to my heart, and he's always done so much for me. So it's very hard to forget horses like this.
Yeah, what a warrior Mr. Stunning was. More again with Karis shortly. Coming up after the break, we look at the final couple of feature races here in Hong Kong for the 1920 season, the Premier Plate and the Premier Cup. Welcome back to Hong Kong Direct. More with Karis Teetan, who is our special in-studio guest shortly. But don't forget to tune into Racing to Win on the Multimedia Showcase. It'll be up there on Saturday night for a full detailed preview of the full 11-race program coming out of Sha Tin on Sunday. And part of the program at Sha Tin on Sunday is the Premier Plate Southern Legend, the top weight in the race.
Vincent's really proved himself in the last couple of years. He's been able to handle the pressure and ride with a lot of patience.
Southern Legends ahead in front. Beauty Generation's coming again. Southern Legend, Beauty Generation. Southern Legend might have won the Champions Mile over Beauty Generation.
It was such a great finish. We've taken on the champion, best miler in the world for the last couple of years.
It was so close. I had him by half a neck, and then, of course, the champion fought back. It was a really close finish.
But he fights. That's the thing with Southern Legend. I mean, you see him, he hits a flat spot, but he still maintains it. He keeps going, you know what I mean?
it's also by luck, you know,
Of course.
head to head.
That's racing. He's won many races. He's won 18.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We beat him fair and square on the day, set weights. That's it. They can't take it away. We deserved it. You deserved it. The horse deserved it, and the owner deserved that victory. So it's great.
The thing is, I think we both forgot what we said.
No, I just said to him, I said, oh, I'm so happy. You know, I'm so happy for you, buddy. You know, you deserve it, and you know, it's the start of many more to come. It was something special, and I knew what it would mean to Vincent to get that result. It shows you that's a sign of a top-class jockey. He's there now.
Working extremely hard, try to get the international Group 1 winners. Of course, for my former boss, it's extra special. I'll remember it for my whole life.
Southern legend with over 41.5 million Hong Kong dollars in the bank, and he lines up to do battle in the final group race of the season here in Hong Kong. It is race number 8 on Sunday afternoon, the Premier Plate at Group 3 level over the trip of 1,800 metres. He's carrying top weight of 133 pounds, Vincent Ho. Furore for Karis Teetan, Harmony victory there for Wagner Borges. More than this is lining up. Zach Burton rides him with 119 pounds. Another one for Casper Founds as Dances with Dragon Keith Young rides. Pressure Ship, Helene leading star in the race, and Savvy 9, who'll be John Moore's final group runner as a Hong Kong-based trainer. Karis, you've got the ride on Furore. It's been a wee while between drinks. He's only had a couple of runs for Tony Cruz now, but it looks like he's starting to get back to the form we know he can produce.
Yes, of course, his last 2 runs was fantastic runs, so we're looking forward for Sunday, and we're hoping he can do one better.
What about the drop back from 2,400 metres to 1,800 metres? Is there any concern over that at all?
No, I think should be fine. You know, he's got the speed what we need him for. I thought last time the 2.4 maybe we stretched him a little bit too much, but the horse is in good shape, and I think he's still holding his form well towards the end of the season. So yeah, we're hoping he do well.
He appeared to lose his way after his Derby heroics, but in a new stable, a change of environment, they say that sometimes is as good as a holiday. Has that helped and benefited the horse, do you feel?
Yeah, it could be. You know, he's always been a good horse, and he's a Derby winner, so he's always have the potential. And like you said, maybe just change our environment, sort of tweak something about him. This is why his last 2 runs has been fantastic runs. So like I said, you know, he's going into the race with good form. So let's hope he do well.
It's not a big field, but how do you see on paper potentially the race working out?
Well, you know, like I said, there's not it's not as strong field as he's run against before. Of course, we have a lot of respect for Southern Legend, but you know, I think I have a good draw. We drawn 4, so from that gate, I think he will have a perfect position, and we just leave him wherever he's comfortable. And I'm pretty sure he will be finishing off very strongly.
You've also had an association with the stablemate from the Cruz barn, Helene leading star, but is it a case for him he wants a lot further than 1,800 metres, even though he did break through here over 1,800?
Well, yeah, like you say, he won the 1,800 before, and I think he's a type of horse where if there's a bit of speed in the race, he will enjoy that. So he's gonna be a bit competitive with the low weight on his back. So if there will be speed in the race, he should be finishing off nicely.
Another rival you've ridden for Francis Loy is More Than This, who's also in the race. How did you think he performed through the Champions Mile?
Well, of course, before entering the 3 years old series, going towards the Derby, of course he had big reputation. He won those races very good. Then you know, we always thought going into the Derby, the 2000, he'll be very competitive. Then we were a bit sort of after the Derby, a bit of question mark around him, which distance is his best distance. So he had a fresh up, I think, now. So maybe going back to the 1,800 might just suit him better.
The other feature race on the program comes up early at Sha Tin. It is race number 3, the Premier Cup over 1,400 metres, also at Group 3 level. Thanks forever having to carry the big weight here and giving weight away to 4 other rivals, the likes of Fat Turtle. Joe Moreira's got a good association with him. Jolly Banner, he also runs his race all the time, does Jolly Banner. Northern Superstar and Perfect Match, who is your ride in the race, Karis. This field of 5, so we know it's going to be tactical, but we know that Perfect Match likes 1400 metres, and he's also a horse that loves to get his own way in front.
Yes, his last win was a very nice win, and it's not a very big field, and he have no weight on his back, so he might get his own way up in front, and let's hope he will be able to go all the way through. Of course, there's some stronger horses in the race, but they will have to carry a bit more weight than him. So we hope he will do well.
Group 3 handicap conditions for the first time for him, so the lightweight. It'd be nice, obviously, to knock up a winner for Danny Shum. He's probably one of a few trainers here in Hong Kong this season you haven't been able to grab a winner for. Yeah,
of course, Danny. He's always tried to give me a lot of rides, but sometimes we are busy around. But I've ridden a few winners for Danny, so he's always been a good supporter to me also. Wherever he can, he does give me a few rides. So I'll be very happy to be able to have a Group 3 for him.
With the small fields, I guess as a jockey, they're always tactical, but do you feel like you're looking over your shoulder to see what everybody else is doing at the time, and especially if you're in front, I guess you'll be looking to do that?
Well, of course he does definitely stand out with his pattern of racing, and going through a race, I'm not too sure if there will be many speed early, and there won't be many horses taking me on. So he might get to the front, and of course he have no weight, so he will be able to go a nice decent gallop for himself, and let's hope he suits him.
So you think he's a winning chance with that kind of light weight on his back?
Well, with the handicap races, of course, with the weight, he have to go in with a massive chance.
So that's a Perfect Match coming up in the Premier Cup, the third race on the program at Sha Tin on Sunday. You've got 11 rides through the course of the day, Karis. Out of the list there, who stands out the most that you, apart from the two horses we've touched on, for your all-round Perfect Match?
Of course, Amazing Chocolate. Last win was a very good win. I think won by 5 lengths, and it seems like the horse is holding his condition good. Is in good form. So I know he's got a wide gate, but definitely a horse that I'm looking forward to.
Another one that certainly stands out on that list is Stunning Impact, going around through the middle of the program for Paul O'Sullivan. Just can't cop a draw, this guy, can he?
Yeah, of course, he tried well last week. Was hoping to get a decent draw with him, but of course we drawn an outside fence again. We'll have to deal with that, but of course, like you said, he definitely stands out.
Another horse that you've got on Sunday is Flying Sword for Tony Cruz. He looks like he's improved since changing to the new stable.
Yeah, his last run was good. I thought we ran a bit in traffic in the straight, but when he did get the clear run, he finished off very strongly. So if he goes in and performed the similar way he did last time, I think he should be in a good striking position.
What about the last race? You've picked up another ride for Tony Millard's Super Dobbin. He's a South African import who's only had one run at Happy Valley, but it looked like he's come on since then, and you were on board in a recent trial. Yeah,
he's a lovely horse. Of course, he's still a very young horse. Lots of ability. He ran a good race first time at Happy Valley. Got beat about 3 lengths, and we were pretty happy with him. Looking forward to riding him also, but definitely a horse to follow up for next season.
So 11 rides for Karis coming up at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon for the big program out there with the final group races of the season. Let's look at the remaining meetings coming up in the next week or so here in Hong Kong, and we've got racing coming up, of course, Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon with the Premier Cup Group 3 1400 metres at 1:30, and at 5 minutes past 4 the Premier Plate Group 3 over 1800 metres. The trackside live coverage from midday. Wednesday we're back at Happy Valley for a 9-race program at Happy Valley on the 24th, and then next Saturday we're at Sha Tin. So no Sunday meeting, we're at Sha Tin next Saturday with racing at the main track here in Hong Kong. Karis, we're going to round out the program with the Chairman's Sprint Prize won by Mr. Stunning before he left, and after the Group 1 victory there over Champions Weekend. Did you end up heading down to the stables and give him a good send-off?
Yes, I thought he deserved that retirement. Also, he deserved that win to have that happy retirement. So I wished him to have a good retirement now and enjoy the paddock. I did go and see him in the stable the day after the race because I knew he will be leaving the stable soon. So it's always nice to give him a bit of carrots because for what he's done was great.
Karis Teetan, our special guest here on Hong Kong Direct this weekend. Good luck on Sunday, Karis. You're getting close to that milestone. We really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Karis Teetan here in the studio with us. That wraps up the show this week, Hong Kong Direct. We're going to leave you with the heroics of Mr. Stunning's last victory here at his final start in Hong Kong with the Chairman's Sprint Prize back at the end of April.
Group 1, 1200, and they're racing. DB Pin missed the start. Athero began really well. He's up in search of the lead. Big Party, Hot King Prawn second and third. Fourth is Mr. Stunning from Voyage Warrior, Trap wide, Full of Beauty next. 3 out then is Big Time Baby from Jolly Banner, DB Pin. Wishful Thinker is second last, and last of all is Thanks Forever. 800 metres left to go. It's Athero in the lead. He's got the mouth wide open. He leads 3/4 on Voyage Warrior. As expected, Hot King Prawn is going to follow Athero everywhere. Fourth is Big Party. 3 wide is Big Time Baby from Jolly Banner, Mr. Stunning. DB Pin, Wishful Thinker, Full of Beauty and Thanks Forever. Athero leads, 400 to go. Voyage Warriors ahead away. Hot King Prawns looking for a run between them. Athero is gone. Big Party went to second. Big Time Baby and Thanks Forever from the back. Voyage Warrior, Thanks Forever. The inside is Hot King Prawn. On the outside, Thanks Forever. Big Time Baby is lifting from Hot King Prawn. Mr. Stunning gets through late. Mr. Stunning's going to turn back the clock. Stunning! Mr. Stunning from either Big Time Baby or Thanks Forever. Next in Wishful Thinker, Hot King Prawn, Voyage Warrior, Jolly Banner, DB Pin, Full of Beauty. The last 2 in Big Party, and Athero has been eased right down. You cannot stop Karis Teetan today. He's won the last 3, and now he's produced a cracker.